Yeah, good afternoon, my dear students. So today we are going to design the battend column. Sometimes they will ask design of a built-up column by using battens. So in this one, they given design a battend column with two channels back to back of length of 10 meters to carry an axial factor load of 1400. The column may be assumed to have a restraint in the position but not in the direction at both ends. So the ends are hinged conditions. So the thing is that we are going to design the battend column. So while designing the battens, first we have to design the column. For that case, while choosing the members and all those things, we have to follow the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, we discussed, we calculated the area. So based on that area, we selected the member, that is 2 ISMC 350 at the rate of 413 Newton meter. So my dear students, we have to follow this one, and also you have to calculate the distance also, the D value. We got in the yesterday class 220 mm. Okay. Then what happens? KL by R equal to 1.1 into length by 136.6, that is the R, we got 80.52. Okay, so my dear students, while designing the battend column also, I am not explaining here. Why? Because yesterday class we already discussed regarding the column. So we have to again, you have to calculate the area and you have to choose the ISMC section. So after that you have to calculate the spacing between the channels, that is the D value. Okay, so up to this you have to follow the yesterday class only. Okay, how to design same thing. So after that, distance between the channels, for suppose if it is a channel sections are like this. So what is the distance between these channels? For suppose again, if I write in the battend columns, these are our battens. Okay, so one batten, second, this is the intermediate batten, and this is the end batten. Okay, so these are the bolted connections. So here we have to know the S. Okay, sorry, from here to here, these are the channels. Yes. Okay, so for that case, this one already we know D value. D is we know 220, but this distance and also this distance are gauge length. So while calculating the distance between centers of channels, that is S equal to 220 plus 60, you will get 340 mm. Okay, so now we are going to design the battens. So design of battens, that is for suppose if you observe this diagram, this is the batten, end batten, and this is the intermediate batten. Okay, so let us take first, let us take C be the spacing of batten. Okay, that means I will show you in the diagram. So from here to this batten, this distance, okay, here this distance we call it as a spacing. Okay, now the radius of gyration of the one channel we taken from the steel table for ISMC 350. The radius of gyration of one channel is 28.3 mm. So now the condition for this one is C by RYY is less than 50. Okay, or C by RYY is less than KL by R. So these are the conditions. These are available in page number 50 and 51 of IS 800 2007 code book. Now C by RYY is 28.3 less than 50. That means C is less than 1415. Okay, and also another condition is C by 28.3 less than 0.7 into 80.52. So KL by R just now we calculated. Okay, so what happens? C is less than 1595. Now let us select. Let us select whichever is less. So here C is 1450. But sometimes what happens, even though if you take this one value, at the end maybe you didn't get the safe design. That's why I will take around 1200 mm value, the C value. Okay. Now we have to calculate the VT and also VB and M. These three formulas are available in IS 800 code book. That is VT. First one is VT is nothing but 2.5 percentage of total axial force. Okay, that is nothing but 2.5 into total axial force is 1400 into 10 cube by 100. So you will get the answer is 35,000 newtons. Okay. So what about VB? VB is nothing but VT into C by N into S. VT just now we calculated, that is 35,000, and C is 1200. We have taken that one, and N is number of parallel planes. See here only two parallel planes are there. That's why we are taking two. And S is the distance between centers of the channel. That is 340. We calculated already. So finally we'll get the answer 61,765 newtons. Okay. Next, the moment formula is VT into C by 2N. Okay. So here VT value is 35,000. C value is 1200. Then 2 into N is the parallel planes are only 2. You will get the answer 105,000,300 Newton meter. Newton mm. So this is a VT, VB and M. Here VT is the transverse shear force, okay, and VB is the design shear, and M is the moment of the battens. Okay, we have to calculate like this. These three formulas are available in the code book in page number 51. Okay, the next step is we have to calculate the size of battens. The size of the batten is, first you have to calculate the effective depth. The effective depth of end batten is S plus 2CYY. S we know already, that is 220. Okay. Sorry, S dash means only spacing between the channels. Plus 2 into CYY is 24.4. So you will get the answer 268.8 mm. This CYY you will take from IS 8 and take from steel tables. Okay. And another condition also is there. It must not less than. This is also effective depth end batten. It must not less than this formula. Again, effective depth of the end batten, it is not less than 2 times 100 mm. Okay. So now I am providing here around 270 is the effective depth. Now provide 270 mm effective depth for end battens. Okay, so what happens? The overall depth equal to 270 plus 2 times the gauge. Okay, so you will get 340 mm. This is 35 is nothing but gauge distance. Okay, so this is for the end columns. What about intermediate, end battens? What about intermediate battens? Now we will calculate. For intermediate battens, it is less than or equal to 3/4 of overall depth. So overall depth is nothing but 3/4 times of effective depth. So that is 270. You will get answer around 202 mm. So which is less than or equal to 200 mm. Okay. Next, so for this case, provide the depth equal to 210 mm. So these formulas are available. These rules are available in the IS 800 code book directly. Okay. So what happens? The overall depth, same like that. How to calculate? that is a 210 plus 2 times the gauge distance. So you will get the overall depth is 280 mm. Okay. The next step is thickness of the batten. How we will calculate the thickness of batten? The thickness of battens are, it should not be less than 150 times the overall depth. That is, overall depth is 340 for the end battens. Okay, you will get, it should not be less than 6.8. So use here 8 mm thick plates. Okay, this is the size of the battens. Here we calculated the effective depth and overall depth. Okay, thickness of the battens we used here. The next step is check for the stresses in batten plates. Now check for stresses in batten plates. So here the shear stress is nothing but, so whatever we got the VB value designs here, that is 61,765 by area 280 into the thickness of the plate is 8. So you will get the answer is around 25.573. So which is less than by Fy by root 3 into 1 by 1.1. So hence it is okay. So even the shear stress is less than 0.6 times the permissible stress. Actually, this is no need, only you will check this one. Okay. Next, bending stress. So how for the bending stress we have a formula, that is 6m by td square. 6 into m we know already, that is 105000000. Thickness is the 8, E is the 330. Okay. So it is less than or equal to Fuy by 1.1 into 1.2. So the value is 100.45, which is less than 227.27. Hence it is okay. So simply we are substituting all the values. So the end plates are satisfying these requirements since it is a deeper. Okay. Now we have to calculate the connections. So how we will calculate the connections? So here I am using 20 mm bolts. Okay. First we know already strength in, whenever we are calculating the strength of the bolt, first you have to calculate the strength in single shear as well as strength in bearing. Okay. But first the strength in single shear equal to, we know already, Fu by root 3 gamma m into 0.78 pi by 4 d square. In this formula, if I substitute, Fu is the 400, root 3 into 1.25 is the factor of safety, multiply with 0.78, pi by 4 into d is the 20 square diameter of the bolt. So you will get the answer 45272 newtons. This is the strength in single shear. Now, strength in bearing. And strength in bearing is much higher. That's why now I am no need of calculating this one. Why? Because always we are getting the strength of the bearing is a higher side only. So we have to take the least value of bolt value. So the bolt value is nothing but 45272 newtons. So this is the bolt value. So now how we will calculate the number of bolts? So the number of bolts required equal to whatever we got the value, shear value, that is 61,765 by 45 bolt value 45,272. So you will get around 1.36. So let us provide minimum 3 bolts. Okay. to take into account stresses due to bending also. Okay. So what happens now? We have to check this one, whether we are taking right or wrong. The force in each bolt due to shear, I will write force in each bolt due to shear is 61,760 by 3. You will get around 20588 newtons. So let us take the pitch value. The 210 by 2, that is 105 mm. We have to take the pitch value. Okay. So now we have to calculate the. So this is the 210 is, we know depth. That's why half of the portion, if you are on, that is spacing, you will get the spacing between one bolt to another bolt. Okay. Now force due to movement. That is mr by sigma r square. M we know already. Simply substitute. R is 105. So that is the pitch. Okay. Next, r square means summation of r square on both sides, 105 whole square plus 105 whole square. You will get the answer 50,000. So now calculate the resultant force. That is square root of 20588 square plus 50,000 square. It should be greater than 45,272 newtons. Okay. So then only it will be safe. Otherwise, it's not safe. Okay. 45,272 is the strength in single shear. Okay. Then only it will safe. If it is more, you have, for suppose the resultant force is more, you have to go to the section and you have to change that one. Okay. The next thing, the force in each bolt. Each bolt due to shear equal to 61,760 by 5. Why? Because we are trying now 5 bolts. Okay. So you will get the answer around 12353. Okay. So here the thing is that here I taken 3 bolts, but the resultant force, it is greater than already, but it should be less than 45,272. That's why I am taking 5 bolts. Okay. So again I will calculate force due to movement in extreme bolt equal to mr by sigma r square. That is simply substitute here 50 square plus 10 square, 42,000 you will get. Okay, 50 and 10 are both sides of the values. Okay, the distances, the pitch. Now calculate the resultant force. That is a 12353 whole square plus 42,000 whole square. We will get the answer 43,773. Okay, which is less than 45,272. So now provide the 5 bolts. So like this you have to provide. Anyway, I will draw clearly how we taken. Yeah. For suppose this is our battened column. Okay. This is the batten, intermediate batten, and also here this is the edge batten. Okay. So the sections are like this. Channel sections. Okay, here this is the ISMC 350 at the rate 413 Newton per meter. Okay, and this distance whatever we got, that is 410. I'm sharing screen again. Yeah. And also I am providing the 5 bolts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here also 5 bolts. 5 bolts I am providing. So this is the channel section. Yeah, the distance is here. D value is a 210. And here the gauge distance, that is a 60. And here also 60. Let us take, this is a C value. Distance between center to center of spacing, that is C value, that is a 1200 mm. Distance between the battens. Okay. And also the bolts, whatever we are using, this one is a 20 mm bolts. The battens are 8 mm thick. Okay. So the pitch is a 50 here, 50, 50, 50, 50, then 35 and 35 are gauge distances. Like that you have to provide. And the depth is a 270 mm here. And also here, this one intermediate one, you got 340 mm. Yeah. So radius of gyration 24.4 you can provide here also. Okay. So like this, you have to draw of detailing of our bat end column. Okay. This is the most important thing. Even you will get the same thing in the final examination also directly. Okay. The thing is that I will stop share screen. Let's wait for 1 second.